This guy can endure freezing temperatures that go way beyond what most people can handle. This guy can pierce his body without shedding the tears. Pain? Nah, he doesn't even feel it. This is the member of Moken tribe who can see crystal clear underwater. Swim goggles? He never asked for it. Wanna meet more? This is me, all nervous because I'm about to perform backflip on a solid ground for the very first time in my life. Here we go. And this is me again, who has just realized that he has. Maybe let's not go over there right now and let's start from the beginning. If you are anything like me, you probably grew up watching superhero movies, animes and TV shows. But have you found yourself asking, how on earth I can do those in real life? Is it even humanly possible? I sure have. As I started researching, the pieces of puzzle began to fall into place. And guess what? In this video, I'm spilling the beans. Yup, we are diving deep into the world of superhuman abilities. So if you have dreamt of having superpower beyond your wildest imagination, stick around because we are about to unlock the mystery. But before we delve deeper, I'd like to show you a clip I watched on Discovery during my childhood. Sinjin had a near fatal accident, being trapped under a massive 1200-pound rock, which is roughly more than half a ton. But somehow he managed to push it away from his body. How? For a guy who is not a professional powerlifter, is surely a big deal. To understand this, let's take a moment to recall a time when you were chased by someone, perhaps by a dog, or you were I am sure every individual goes from such kind of emergency situation at least once in the lifetime. These are the moments when your consciousness reaches its peak. In the world of science, we call this phenomenon the fight or flight response. The fight or flight response is an automatic and involuntary psychological reaction that occurs in response to perceived threat or danger. When your brain detects a potential hazard, it triggers this response without your conscious control. This reaction is hardwired into our biology and has evolved over time to help humans and other animals respond quickly to the situation that could threaten their survival. It involves a complex interplay of hormones, neural signals, and bodily changes to prepare the body for immediate action. I hope now you are able to understand the connection between Sinjin accident and fight or flight response. But the clips which I have shown you at the start of this video doesn't seem like involuntary action. Then how do they do that? Let's take a closer look at how these people have managed to do such an incredible thing.
It is like sports. The sport is to maintain control in this hostile environment. And I know how to do that because I trained the body. I just learned to connect the mind with the vascular system inside.
There's no doubt about it. Pain is a necessary gift that we have. You know, it lets us know something is wrong in the body. So the way you control your body's neurology is very fascinating. I think you have a lot to offer to the science community.
Seems like their body and mind have identified, prepared, and got accustomed to that situation because of the training. We often give a lot of love to our bodies. Working out, eating healthy, and staying hydrated, all super important stuff, right?
Nobody knows how to breathe. I see people who are so physically fit, they've got 6 packs, 8 packs, muscular bodies. I see them nervous, depressed, anxiety, trepidation. You have to train yourself in everything, not only to get 6-pack abs, lose some weight.
To unleash the superhuman powers, we have got to zoom in a bit, look beyond the physical. So, what's the secret sauce? You guessed it, It's the powerhouse of the mind. Let us now perform 4 different exercises which will help you to understand your control or mind-body connection. Trust me, it would be fun. Exercise number 1, tapping the finger. It is very straightforward. You have to tap your finger in one hand from index to pinky and in other in reverse order, pinky to index. Let me show you what I meant. Exercise number 2, passing the count. As name suggests, you have to pass the count from one hand to another. Let me show you. Exercise number 3, thumb along with pinky. In this, you have to point your thumb and pinky in same direction without twisting your wrist. Let me show you. Here comes the boss. Exercise number 4, mind drawing. In this, you have to draw 2 different shapes simultaneously with your hands. Let's say if you are selecting rectangle and oval, it will look something like this. Man, I was struggling. You can raise the bar by switching the shapes within your hand or even selecting complex shapes like hexagon and triangle. Give it a try. All the best. If you are able to perform all those exercises, then I have to admit, you have good control over your mind and body. This surely requires a training. Speaking of training, have you ever heard of legendary Shaolin monks? You might be aware about how Shaolin monks are trained. You may have saw them doing hardcore exercise from very small age and also notice their calmness, focus and resilience. That's why you can also see them doing this. Woof. This is taking things to the next level. Calisthenics, which is often referred as superhuman abilities, is very trendy nowadays. With proper guidance, consistent training and diet, it's something we can master. But this is in a league of its own. What truly captivates me is the power of its mind. I'm sure that was not the physical force alone which was stopping that drill. When you gain the control over the mind, you open the door to achieve similarly extraordinary feats like this. Coming back to backflip. Trust me, it is really my first attempt to backflip on solid ground. Just an experiment to test the power of mind and visualization. I focused, took the shot, and here is the raw footage. Honest to God, I am no stranger to stunts. I can perform back handspring on ground. However, believe it or not, this backflip is genuinely my first attempt on solid ground. Indeed, it is very special moment to experience the power of mind. That's make me curious at what level we can train our body and achieve some superhuman abilities. This totally takes me back to a movie called Split. You know, where the main character has all these different personalities and each one comes with its own unique set of powers.
We are what we believe we are.
After observing all those things, now I realize why Vedic scripture always emphasize mind over body. There are various mind training techniques written in it. Let's not go into that tangent for now. Point here is human beings are advanced. We have power to shape ourselves according to our own will. we can cultivate the skills we desire. All it needs is the understanding of human body, mind, and most importantly, their working with nature. Trust me, it's lot more than pumping of your heart, expanding of your lungs, blood circulation, things we were taught in school. Let me know if you want a detailed video on this in comment section.
Prahlad Jani has been described as a hermit who claims to have wandered around India's jungles from the age of 8 and not eaten or drunk anything for nearly 70 years. His claims are now being put to the test. A key Indian medical institute is observing him in a private hospital in the western state of Gujarat, with already astonishing results.
उनके साथ 7 DRDO यानी डिफेंस रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के वैज्ञानिक भी शामिल।
We are all watching a miracle in the science or biology, so to say, because it's already 108 hours since Mataji's admission into this hospital, and he has not eaten anything, he has not drank a little drop of any kind of liquid, but more importantly, he has not passed a drop of urine or stool.
The hospital has said that initial tests have shown the man has a brain resembling that of a 25-year-old, and that yogic exercises meant his body has undergone a biological transformation.
Has it happened that you have heard about Siddhis? Do you know people from Vedic era possess some extraordinary abilities? You might be wondering if I have accidentally used possess instead of possessed. Not really, because few still exist till now, and that is one of their superhuman ability, longevity. If you are from India, you will be well aware of Hanuman, who possesses 8 Siddhis and 9 Nidhis. So what are they? How much are they? How to obtain these things? For coming minutes, I would like to request you to be open-minded and understand upcoming content with the perspective of yogic science. Siddhi is a Sanskrit word that can be translated as accomplishment or attainment. Consider it an extraordinary power attained through intense yogic practices. Envision Siddhis as the fruit of disciplined yoga. In a yogi's lifestyle, daily practice involves deep meditation, mastery of breath, and the alignment of mind, body, and soul. Siddhis gracefully unfold when the practitioner aligns with the cosmic energies, attaining a harmonious resonance with the universe. Allow me to share the examples of Siddhis outlined in Vedic scripture. Anima, the ability to become smaller than the smallest particle and enter into any object. Mahima, the power to become infinitely large and encompass all of creation. Laghima, the power to become weightless or incredibly light, enabling levitation and floating. Garima, the power to become incredibly heavy and dense, making it impossible to move. Likewise, numerous Siddhis are mentioned in Vedic scriptures. Few of them are listed here. Okay, this all sounds very cool, but does anyone have attained this power and performed it in real life? Of course, examples from ancient history are Hanuman shrinks his body to defeat Simhika and later expand to set Lanka ablaze. Siddhi used over here are Anima and Mahima. Krishna had changed his appearance while performing Leela to teach Brahma a lesson. Siddhi used over here is Akriti Parivartana. Adi Shankaracharya, who was Brahmachari or celibate, transferred his soul to another body to know more about married life. Siddhi used over here is Parkaya Pravesha. I know these all things are very difficult to digest, but when you see similar things happening in this modern world, you cannot ignore it. Here are the individuals recently noted for utilizing Siddhis. Neem Karori Baba consumed handful of LSD to prove Harvard scientists that he is wasting his life on these stupid things. You might be heard of Neem Karori Baba as both Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg visited India to meet him in person. Jaggi Vasudev, also known as Sadhguru, consumed cobra poison as in part of consecration process. Kanzawa Sensei, remotely inducing sleep in animals. Dhirendra Shastri, publicly demonstrating mind-reading abilities in the national media. Now you might be sitting there thinking, alright, got your point on Siddhis, but how do I actually get these superpowers? Well, let me break it down for you like we are chatting over coffee. Herbs. So on the surface, some herbs might give you a taste of this Siddhis. But here's the catch. It's like a temporary boost. You know, in and out. Mantra. Ever heard of chanting mantras? Well, it's not just about good vibes. It's believed to amp up your spiritual energies, potentially opening the door to Siddhis. By birth. Some individual may naturally possess Siddhis by birth. Guru guidance. If you are serious about this journey, having a wise guru by your side is like having a spiritual GPS. They guide you through the twists and turns on the path to Siddhis. Meditation magic. Deep meditation, especially hitting those samadhi states, it's like secret sauce for unlocking Siddhis. It's like entering the VIP section of the consciousness. Penance power. Now buckle up for this one. Rigorous spiritual practices and ascetic disciplines. Yeah, they are the tough love route to Siddhis. Alright, I can sense the anticipation. You might be going, hold up, is that all? I was hoping for some detailed step-by-step guide on unlocking Siddhis. You know, like how-to manual? Well, as mentioned earlier, let me spill the beans and satisfy that curiosity. The one-word answer to achieve this superpower is yoga. And from where you can read more about this? The answer is Hatha Yoga Pradipika, a treasure trove of ancient wisdom that delves into the intricacies of Hatha Yoga, covering everything from asanas to pranayam, guiding you on the path to Siddhis and spiritual mastery. Jump into that and you will uncover the insider's guide to entire Siddhi journey. Link of the free ebook in description. Disclaimer. Before delving into yoga and the mystical world of Siddhis, a quick heads up. Attempting these practices without a spiritual guru is a bit risky. The good news? There are awesome yoga centers like Isha Yoga Center where you can learn the basics of Hatha Yoga with proper guidance. Not sure about whether they teach advanced practices though. These practices are potent, so consider having an experienced guide on your journey for safety and enlightenment. Hey, thanks for watching this till the very end. I hope it has earned your subscription.